back to my YouTube channel. So today I have a super cool new series that I'm thinking of starting, which is like a dupe kind of a series. So like high-end makeup and then affordable makeup. So today's one will be the first of many, hopefully, if you guys like it. Okay, so as you can see, my eyes are like bare. That's why my face looks a bit odd. Like the rest of my face is done and then I just have like nothing on my eyes. But anyway, you guys can see now that like your eye makeup really does pull everything together. But anyway, let's move on to the actual palettes that I'm going to talk about. So I'm comparing the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette to the Rimmel Magnifies Spice Edition. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up so you can see how similar the actual eyeshadows look. Like the colors are almost identical. This is the Urban Decay and this is the Rimmel. So as you can see, like it's almost identical when you look at it, like straight on. With regards to like looking at the price point, the Naked Heat is about $8.50 and the Rimmel eyeshadow palette is 189 Rand on Zando. I'm not sure the price like at Clicks or Dis-Chem. Does Dis-Chem even stock Rimmel? Yes, my friend is over here, so she said yes. Come on in quickly, come say hi, come say hi. Shelly, guys. Shelly's making a 2-minute feature here on this video. Anyway, so the Rimmel palette is 189 Rand like compared to the Urban Decay Naked Heat, which is like $8.50. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my Urban Decay. Like I love that palette, it's incredible, the pigment is amazing. But for those of you who are looking for a palette like that, that's really similar, that can give you the same kind of look or similar look, I haven't actually tested it yet, but that's what today's video is about. I'm gonna test the Urban Decay on my one eye and the Rimmel Magnifies Spice palette on the other eye and see if I can recreate like the same kind of eye look on both sides. So I'm gonna first do a couple of swatches on my arm so you guys can get the feel of the pigments. So let's start off with the glitter, because y'all know my glitters are my thing, but I'm really liking this one. So I'm gonna do a quick swatch of this and I'll put it over here. So this is the Rimmel swatch. As you can see, that's super pigmented. And then I'm going to do the same one from the Urban Decay palette, which is this one over here. That one over here. And then I'm going to take some of that and put it next to it. So this is the Urban Decay now. And there we go. Let's see. Shelly, come over here. What do you think? I want your opinion. So Shelly is a very objective third party in this whole thing, and she's gonna tell you what she thinks about the comparison between these two glitter kind of pigment.
Exactly the same. I thought it was from the same palette.
Okay. See, we get an honest opinion from Shelly, so you guys know I'm not lying. But this looks super duper similar. Okay, so now let's move on to the mattes. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Urban Decay over here, and then I'm gonna put the Rimmel. So I'm gonna put the Rimmel next to it. Wait, I didn't pick up enough there. Okay, so that's a big difference. Okay, so we can establish that there are differences in a few of the shades. I'm gonna do another shade match, another matte match to see. Okay, so I'm gonna test out from the Rimmel this matte shade over here, which is like a orangey kind of a color. I'm gonna test this one out. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. There we go. Now I'm gonna take that same one from the Urban Decay palette, which was this one over here, and I'm gonna put it next to it. What do you think about this one over here?
That's definitely more pigmented, but they look exactly the same.
Okay, so the Urban Decay is slightly more pigmented. You can even see it if I come closer. Slightly more of like a deeper burnt orange. And then, but it's like so subtle. But anyway, that's just a few swatches on my arm. Let's put the eyeshadows to the real test by using it on my actual eyes. Let's just do a little package review. So you're clearly paying the amount that you're paying for this packaging as well. Like, you're gonna pay $189 because this packaging ain't that grand, to be honest. It's like plastic. It's not that bad though. Like it doesn't look ugly. It's like it's okay. It's an okay package. It's just not like super pretty like this one. It's not as solid as the Naked Heat. Like, this one's really pretty. It's super solid. Like, yeah. Then if you open it up, this comes with a mirror, whereas this one doesn't have a mirror, so you're gonna have to have your own mirror. Then the biggest thing is this little thing over here. Shelly, can we get your 2 cents on this little brush from Rimmel? Shelly's very anti this, right, Shelly?
They don't respect us. They don't respect us by giving you this.
Yeah.
What is that?
But you know what? If you're looking at the price point, $189, you can't expect like an amazing brush. You really can't. So this will have to do. You're gonna have to have your own brushes if you want to make magic with it. At the Urban Decay packaging, like I said, it comes with a mirror. It's super solid, super stable. It's really pretty. Now look at the brush. This is like a solid brush. So for eyeshadow, I like a more fluffier brush and then like a more like denser brush, so that I can have like really good blending. But this is okay. Like, the quality of the brush is really good. Like, the bristles, I've used it already. I've used just this for like an eye look. You can do more than what you can do with the other brush basically. So yeah. So I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I'm gonna move on in with the transition color. I'm gonna use this one over here, and then I'm just gonna put that in the crease of my eye and blend it. As you can see, the Urban Decay's eyeshadows are really pigmented. It's really smooth and buttery. Like, it's really enjoyable to actually put on your eye. Like, there's no hassle, there's no digging in the palette. It's just like a little tap and you're good to go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel palette using that same shade, but now in this palette that I use from the Urban Decay. It's my transition color, and I'm gonna put it over there. Kind of really similar, if I'm being very honest with you guys. I don't see much of a difference when I'm applying this eyeshadow, but we'll see at the end. I'm now moving back onto the Naked palette. I'm going to be using this color over here. And I'm just going to be putting it on the outer part of my eye. Just going to pack it on there. And then I'm going to go in with the Rimmel one. Use that color and pack it on over here. So now I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay palette again, and you know, like the glitters, you want to see how pigmented they are in comparison to the other palette. So I'm gonna go in with this glitter over here, and I'm gonna use this funky ass brush that came with the Rimmel one and just use that to pick up this glitter. I'm just gonna put this on directly. I'm just gonna bring it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going to go in with that same color but in this palette. Pick up this pigment and put it on. I'm looking at both of them, guys, and I don't see a difference. So I'm gonna go and move on to putting on the bottom part of my eyeshadow, my lashes, and then we'll really check how the final result looks. Yeah, guys, mascara makes such a big difference. So this is my eyes. To me, they look identical. Like, I'd go out right now, like Shelly just said, now I can go out and I don't look like I have two different eyes. So like the pigment was super similar. I noticed a couple of differences though, the more I looked at this palette and the more I looked at the Urban Decay. So there's some differences with regards to the color match. Some of them are basically identical, others are a little bit different. For example, like the third from the left, which is this one over here, from the Rimmel palette, has more of like a shimmer, whereas in the Urban Decay the color is slightly lighter and it is matte completely. Then, like for example, the very purple one on that side on the Rimmel, and this one being a more deeper color. But majority of the palette, the colors are almost identical and the pigment is almost identical. But obviously you're going to be paying for the packaging that you're getting this in, the different shades that are a little bit different in the Naked palette, I guess. And also like the brush that comes with it, and the name, you will be paying for it. And to be honest, I absolutely love Urban Decay. Like, the quality is always amazing, the brand is amazing. Like, the products that I've used from them have always lived up to my standard, so I really don't think this is a bad investment. If you are on a budget and you still want the same kind of a color scheme and kind of a quality that's similar to Urban Decay, then this is an amazing palette to go for. Yeah, and like I said, the packaging isn't grand, the brush is not grand, but if you're looking for functionality and like basically just the eyeshadow, then this baby is amazing. So yeah, that's the end of my little review. Let me know if you guys liked it. Let me know if you want to see more of these kinds of things. I'm thinking of having like a whole series where I compare like products that are super similar or like that give off the same kind of vibe or effect. So yeah, let me know, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys will subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.